Dominique here with a nice sprue review. I have this time a trompeter kit for you. The B1 Contour AFV early version. The second series. I think what we do, I see here, this is the everything in the box. But what we do, we start with the instructions. So I change my camera to my with my stream deck to here, and then I can show you the instructions from ScaleMates. The box number is 00386. This is the front page. Then you have here parts, what you have in the box, with a couple sprues, pelly caps, photo etch parts, a cable, decals, and then sprues. I think how much? 2 times. Yeah, 2 times the upper, the lower hull, sprue B, sprue D, sprue C, sprue H, the pelly caps, the tires of course, and the E sprue, and then what I showed you earlier, this one. And then we start with the lower hull. We start with the lower hull and the spring arms, I think that it is. A couple small parts, you glue that here, that have to do with your spring arms and your wheels. I think that's really interesting. How to do that. File send. Oh, you need to sending down these little pins. Okay. File send the pins. Okay, no problem. We can do that. That's an easy job. So that is what we got to do. Then you do the other side, of course, with the spring arms. And back panel with a trailer hook, I think. This is your spring arms. Need to do one there. It's 8 times, of course. Then you have this little arms. You need to glue that too, right? Yeah, this little arms, number A41 and A42. And then you glue that together to here, this little pin, and then here on the lower hull. And then you do that with all the parts every time, all the different ones 8 times. And then you can do the wheels together with the poly cap in the middle. You do the tire around. We can show you, we have hard tires or soft tires. I hope I have soft tires. What you can do then, you can pelly cap in it, set it on a stick, paint the rims, and later you push the tire around the rims. And sometimes you need to do, before you push it together, you do the pelly cap in one, you do one piece on the other side of the wheel of the tire, and then the other piece, and then push it together. Sometimes you need to do that on that way, then it's a hard tire. I hope this is soft tires. I can show you later in the instruction, in the sprues. Real panel assembly. It's nice with a couple lights on it. Storage box and heads. Couple handles. Lower hull assembly. Then you do the back panel on it with all the stuff what you glue in the part before. This is the upper hull assembler, this you need to do all these parts on it. Some parts you do that later, that is in my eyes. What I always do is, this is a little cutter, I do that later. I paint that separately, I paint this separately, this one separately. You know, this separately paint. This is glued on and paint. with the body and a couple lights here on the front. I think I need to do that separately. I'm not sure. This is the upper hall with a couple other parts. You need to do this here on. Handles. These are handles of clamps or something. A couple parts here. The hexes, you need to do that. I do that always. Paint it separately and glue it later on. This have to do with your lights. I think your lights can glue on. This is maybe a clear part, I'm not sure. This is a little panel. Oh, that's coming under that hexes. Okay. A couple parts here. You need to glue that on here. That's for your driver, I think. A couple protection for your lights. And then we have here the other side. This has a hex too, of a hammer. You have here a couple parts, your shovel, your another hex. And then you glue this one on. I don't know what it exactly is, but that looks really nice. I think this is oh, this is your cord. You need to glue this and this on your cord. But I think I'm using a metal wire for that. I think that makes it a lot easier. Your mirrors, of course, you need to look out for your mirrors. The other side too. Then you have the turret assembly. You're making holes. You drill all holes. And normally, as you say, what's the size of the hole? In this, no size of the holes. This you need to look out what size. These are panels that you need to push from the inside to the outside. There's a couple hatches for around the heads. A couple, I think, radiators or something. Cooling system, I don't know. And this looks like a radio. Well, I think it is not a radio, it's on the top. And then you do the down piece under it, you glue it in. You can do the hatches on. And I always a person that like to use removing the hatches, but this is not an interior kit, so I glue it. Then you have here the gun. The last couple pieces for the turret. A lot of small pieces what I see. I think you have here photo heads, I'm not sure. Turret assembly. Last couple parts, then the barrel. And then you think it is a tank, but that's wrong. It is a vehicle with a turret on it. But here have 4 wheels, 8 wheels in total. Then you do the side panels on it. And then he is finished. turret on it, and then he is finished. Only what I not like is you have, you know, color picture, but I think I can show you that in the box. So what I go to do now, I go show you first this. This is the painting marking for that. You can different paints. You can using Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya or Humbrol. And I go for Mr. Hobby. I like Mr. Hobby. And then you have another one on the other side. I think are the same colors. Silver, metal, dye black and light green. Okay. Yeah, it's the same colors, only other decals. Instructions, we have speak over the instructions, dus that is done. We start with the down underhull, we say that, downhull. A little bit work, you need a little bit sanding stuff here and there. A little bit sharp here, but looks really good. And then we have here the top hull. Then I can show you a little bit what it looks like. Here's together. Come on. You can play with me now. Okay, that's better. Really, really nice. I'm really happy with this kit. This is a really nice kit. This is a long time in my stash. A really long time. I set this back in the side, and then we have here, we have photo ads, decals, we have a couple screws, we have glass, more screws, we have tires, and we have a little chain. Where is it? It's really cool. You have a chain in this kit. These are the tires, and then what I do, I set this on the side. And then we go open this spruce. And I can show you what we have in the spruce. Come on, I need a knife. I need a knife, sorry for that. This is the sprue with the barrel in two pieces. This is the barrel. You glue there's barrel on. You have here the down for the turret. It's the bottom piece, and this is the inside. You have here a couple nice pieces. It's not high detailed, but it's basic. I have here a lot of small parts. You have, oh come on, I can. And you have yeah, this is really nice. I like this. Okay, then I set this back in the plastic. And then we can show you this screws. Yeah. These are two the same screws. This have to do with the wheels. I show you here the wheels. I like the details on the wheels. You see all the bolts there, really high detailed. That is really cool. Only you see not so much of it. That is a little bit sad. Smaller parts. You have here that for the springs, arms. These parts. Have all to do with the wheels and the springs. Two screws of the same. Then we have here the next. Couple nice pieces on the side of the turret, I think. And this one you need to sanding that pins off if you want it to sand. This is nice. And this is the back side for the downer hull with the, then you have the door in it and everything. You have the heads there. Really good. Okay. And then we have this one. This is the for the turret. Nice. And this is for the glass panels. You can do the glass in here. I think you do that on the end. And of course belly caps for the wheels. That was in here. And then we have here the glass panel. I cannot open this, but I can show you how much parts you have. But I'm scared I broke this one. And I think one is broke off. Because I'm really careful with that all the time. Back in the box. And then we have here a metal wire. What I tell you, I'm using metal wire, but this is metal wire included, I have no idea. And on the other side you have the photo etch parts. And then we have, of course, the decals, and I think I can open this one. You see all different ones. Nice stencils and decal flags and numbers and things. Okay, and then we go to the last one. That are the tires. These are the tires. Really good tires, really basic. But what I tell you, it was soft tires. So then you can make the rims and then push the rims over the tire. The tire over the rim. And of course I have 8 of it. Okay. Come on. That's the little tape what I use. Come on, tape it off again. And then is this the end of this sprue review. And I had a little comment in my last video and a couple of videos ago. No idea when I upload this video. Maar I had a comment over when I go show the people what I build and who I paint and what I use and everything. Sometimes I do that on a live stream. I do that never in a video, want you need to edit videos. And I have no idea who to do that. The video editing software is almost 800 euros, 700, 800, 900 euros, that price. And I cannot afford me that, that's too much. Dus yeah, I edit no videos. I do only sprue reviews and sometimes I do something on a live stream. Then I make my, I set stuff ready for that. And I think before I do that. Yeah, I do that not random, I need to think before. I have not so much time for that, but I need to build models too. Sometimes I do a video with, how you say that, a bench update. Then I show you what I'm building and what I use, and I do that with a bench update, dus what I'm building on the moment. Sometimes the videos are 10 minutes, sometimes the videos are 50 minutes, I don't know. It's a little bit different. But that's the reason I do know that not a video making that, and then I need to edit that, I need to voice over do that, want I am always in a hangout. Dus after the videos I'm in the hangout, I do live streams with other people too. And for that live streams you can looking in the description for all the people what I like to support. A couple people do live streams too. Give that people a like too. Share this video and thank you all for watching for now. And thank you very much for my support with my new subscribers. Welcome in the chat. Welcome in the group, in the community. And I see you all in the next one. Bye bye.